everyone, this is Casey with another yoga video. We're going to start by taking 3 deep breaths together. So find a comfortable place to sit in a chair, maybe on your couch, or even on the floor. If you're sitting in a chair, see if you can make your feet touch the ground. Then bring your hands to your lap, close your eyes, and just notice how your body feels. It might feel good, it might not feel so good. You might not quite know how your body's feeling, and that's okay too. Next, open your eyes, take a deep breath in, and stretch your arms up as you breathe in. Let your hands touch together at the top, then breathe out. Bring your hands to your heart. 2 more times. Breathe in, stretch high. Breathe out. Hands to heart. Last one. You might try closing your eyes this time. Nice job. It's time to get our bodies warmed up. I have some cards here with different exercises written on them. I'm going to shuffle them up so that even I don't know what we're going to do. And we are going to practice all these exercises together to get our bodies nice and warm and ready for yoga. So first we have leapfrog. Here's a great one to get us started. Come down onto the ground with your feet wide. Bend your knees so your hands can come down. This is called frog pose. Now we're gonna leap up off the ground 5 times. Ready? 1, touch the ground. 2, 3, you got it. 4, last one. 5. Nice job. Take a deep breath. Next, we have high kicks. 5 to 20. Let's go with 10. We're gonna stand up tall. Step forward and kick one foot up, tapping your toes with the opposite hand. Then step back. Kick the other foot and tap with the other hand. Let's do 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, good job. 2 and 1. Stand tall, take a breath. Let it go. Let's see what's next. Jumping jacks. I bet you all know how to do those. Let's do 20. Start with your hands and your legs together. And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Keep going. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Big breath in. Let it all go. Are you starting to feel warm yet? Next, windmills. Come with your feet nice and wide, like star pose. Stretch your arms out. Then we're gonna bend down to tap our opposite toes. Stretch the other arm high. That's 1. Let's do the opposite side. 2, 3, we'll do 10. 4, 5, come up tall. 6, 7, 8, 9, one more. 10, back up. Big breath. We're ready for the next exercise. Elephant trunk crazy 8s. This one's pretty fun. You're gonna come on to your mat with your feet wide again. This time we're gonna bring our arms together. You can let your fingers clasp or just hold them together, however's comfortable. And then we're gonna start swinging our trunk from side to side. And we're gonna make our trunk go in the shape of a figure 8. The number 8 on its side, or an infinity sign. So you're gonna swing side to side like your arms are doing big circles. Let's do it for 3, 2, 1, and stop. Let your body hang heavy for a minute. Maybe shake your head out, let your hair dance around. And then start to roll up. Good job. We have one more exercise, toe writing. This one's really fun. We're gonna have to use a little balance to do this one. So let's get our bodies ready by bringing our feet together, our hands on our hips. When you're ready, you might try finding that drishti or that focus point before you lift your leg up. Now we're gonna write the word yoga with our toes. Can you draw a Y, O, G, and A? Let's try it with the other foot. Find your focus point. Make a Y, O, G, and A. Exclamation point. Great job. Now we're warmed up and ready for the yoga ABCs. We're gonna go through the ABCs and we're gonna do a yoga pose for each letter of the alphabet. We'll do the first half of the alphabet today, and in the next video, we'll do the rest. You ready? First, the letter A is for airplane. So you can do it laying down on your belly and lifting your arms and your legs up. Another way I like to do it is by balancing on one foot. So to get our bodies ready, we'll let our feet feel strong on the floor and we'll find our focus point with our eyes. Remember, that's called a drishti. So find your focus point, then send your wings out to the side as you start to lean forward and send your leg out behind you. Where would you fly if you could get on an airplane right now? Nice, fly your foot back down. And we'll try it on the other side. Let your legs wiggle out a little bit. Get ready. Find your focus point, something straight ahead that's not moving. Get your arms ready and fly your foot out behind you. Nice job. Fly that foot back down. A is for airplane. B is for boat. To do the boat pose, we'll come sit down on our bottoms with our legs tucked into our belly. Next, lean back so you feel your belly muscles start to fire up. Send your arms out, and then see if you can lift one foot up. And maybe try the other one. You can practice doing one foot at a time. If you're feeling really strong, you might try lifting both feet up at the same time. Try straightening one leg, and then the other. Maybe both legs straight at the time. Keep your chest and your belly lifted. Don't let your boat sink. Make sure it's lifting up tall. 3, 2, 1. Great job. Next, we have the letter C for chair pose. Stand up tall. And then bend your knees as if you're sitting in an imaginary chair. Your chair might be really big, it might be really small. See if you can stretch your arms up high while you sit down in your chair. 3, 2, 1. Great job. Next, I love this one. Do nothing pose. Lay down on your back and do nothing. We'll see if we can do nothing for 10 whole seconds. Come on down, get comfortable. You can close your eyes if you want to. And maybe rest your hands on your belly. Breathe in. Breathe out. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Sometimes it can be really hard to do nothing. Next is the letter E for easy pose. Sit down on your bottom, crisscross. Then bring your pinkies and your thumbs together like little glasses and rest them on your thighs, palms facing up. Sit up tall. Close your eyes if you want to. Take a big breath in and let it out. So easy. F is for flamingo. Here's another balance pose. Let's stand up tall. Find your drishti, your focus point straight ahead, and then lift one foot up off the ground. Grab onto your knee with your hands if you can, and balance. If you'd like to challenge your flamingo pose, you can try closing your eyes and see what happens. You're probably gonna wobble. Nice job. Let's shake that leg out and try the other side. Lift your foot up. Stay steady and grounded. Don't forget to breathe. Maybe you close your eyes. Maybe not. Awesome. G is for gate pose. Come onto your knees. Then stretch one leg out to the side. Bring your arm or your hand down next to your knee that's on the ground. Stretch your other hand up high. Maybe stretch the arm up over your head. You should feel a big stretch all the way up the side of your body. Nice job. Try it on the other side. Stretch your opposite leg out. Bring your hand down and stretch that arm up. Your eyes might follow your hands up there. You might stretch your arm up overhead. Take a big breath. Feel that awesome stretch. Excellent. Next is H for happy baby. This one's kind of silly. We're gonna come onto our backs. And then lift your feet up in the air. Grab onto them if you can. And maybe rock your baby from side to side. Kind of silly, right? Happy baby. I is for inhale. That's another way to say breathing in. Can you breathe in with me? And breathe out. I is for inhale. J is for Jack in the Box. This one's really fun. Sit down on your bottom and pull your legs into your chest. Then drop your head down onto your knees, like you're inside a little box. When I count to 3, we're gonna jump out of the box, just like a Jack in the Box toy. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Stretch your arms out, stretch your legs out. Pop. Let's try it again. 1, 2, 3. Pop. Jack in the Box. K is for kite. Stand up tall. Press your feet into the ground. Then reach your arms up high. Press your palms together. Let your feet stay where they are as the top of your body stretches to the side. Breathe in, come back to center. Breathe out, stretch to the other side. You can practice going back and forth. Maybe your kite will start to catch some wind and spin around and dance. K is for kite. L is for lion. You might remember lion's breath from our last video. Sit on your heels, bring your hands to your legs, take a big breath in, and roar. Don't forget to stick out your tongue. Can you do it again? Even louder this time. Last one. This time, let's be baby lions. Let's make a really quiet sound. Ready? Awesome. M is for mouse. Can you curl your body up small like a mouse? Tuck your legs under your body. Walk your hands out and drop your head down. Make your body small and still like a little mouse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Start to sit up. We have one more today. That letter is N for new pose. So here's your chance to make up your very own yoga pose. Take a minute to think about it. You ready to show me? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Mine's called Falling Star Pose. What's yours called? Awesome. We'll finish the rest of the alphabet in our next video. Let's practice breathing like bumblebees. We're going to use our arms to make wings. And we'll start with our hands like this, behind our head or on top of our head, whatever is more comfortable for you. We're going to take a big breath in and buzz. Bzz. It can be fun to see how long you can make your buzz last. This time, let's buzz and also practice flying a little bit. That'll stretch out the muscles in our neck and our backs while we do it. Ready? Nice job. One more time. This time, let's cover our ears and close our eyes. Are you ready? What did you notice? Now we're going to read a story called Yoga Bunny by Brian Russo. This book is dedicated for my dad. One morning, Bunny crawled out of his hole, rubbed his eyes, and let out a big yawn. This is the perfect morning to do yoga, he said. Bunny dropped his head and his arms down towards his feet, coming into a forward fold. Just then, Lizard came walking by. Maybe you can try a forward fold before we turn the page. Good morning, Lizard, said Bunny. Would you like to do yoga with me? I hate everything about mornings. I wish I could go back to bed, Lizard replied angrily. Have you ever felt like that? And with that, Lizard stomped away. Bunny was disappointed, but he took a deep breath, placed his hands on the ground, stepped backward, and lifted his hips up high into the air, coming into downward dog. I bet you can do that. His friend Fox came hurrying by. Zoom, zoom, zoom. He was moving so fast he startled Bunny. Out of my way, Bunny, he said. I am in a very big rush. Maybe you could take a minute and do this yoga pose with me, Bunny suggested. It might help you slow down. No thanks, Fox replied. I'd rather be in a big rush than do something so silly. And he hurried away. Bunny felt a little bit sad, but he took a deep breath, stood tall, placed his hands in front of his heart, and balanced on one foot, coming into, do you know that one? Is it tree pose? Just then, Bird flew down, landing right on Bunny's head. Hiccup! I have a bad case of the hiccups, and I've tried everything to stop them, said Bird. Have you ever had the hiccups? Well, Bunny said, maybe you can do this tree pose with me. It can calm you down, and that might help with your... No way, Bird said. I'd rather live with these hiccups than stand on one leg. And with that, Bird flew away. Maybe you can try flapping your arms like wings. Would you be a great, big, majestic eagle or a small little chickadee? Little tiny wings. Will anyone ever want to do yoga with me? Bunny wondered aloud. But then he reminded himself that doing yoga alone is better than not doing yoga at all. Just as Bunny took a deep breath, stepped back and bent his front leg and reached his arms all the way up, coming into warrior pose, 2 little mice came walking by. "What do you think he's reaching for?" whispered one of the mice. "I don't know, but it must be very valuable. We better reach too." Can you guys reach your arms up high, as high as you can? And so the mice stepped back, bent their front legs and reached their arms way up, coming into warrior pose, just like Bunny. As they had their arms stretched way up and their eyes towards the sky, they noticed who was flying by. Bird. Bird still had the hiccups, but he came down to join them, pressing his wings together in front of his heart, lifting up one leg and coming into tree pose, just like Bunny and the mice. All of a sudden, they heard a loud noise. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Who is it? The fox. Fox came hurrying by and saw the friends standing in a circle, and he pressed his hands to the ground, stepped back and lifted his hips, coming into downward dog, or downward fox. Just like Bunny, the mice, and Bird. Bunny took a deep breath and lay down flat on his back, coming into resting pose. That looks nice. Then Lizard came walking back and lay down, just like Bunny. Bunny was so happy his friends had joined him that he opened his mouth and let out a big "Om." And everyone else did the same. "I know where I'm supposed to be," said Fox, not so angry anymore. "It's here." "Thank you, Yoga Bunny." And that's the end of the story. Did you notice in the story I made a sound called Om? Would you like to try it with me? Let's take a big breath in and then let it all the way out. Now we're ready to start. In. The trick is to try to make the sound last as long as you can. You can make the Om sound, like the letters O and M, or you can just hum, making the M sound like this. Okay, we're gonna do one more yoga sequence before we lay down and take a short rest. I like to call this one ice cream yoga. So we're gonna turn our bodies into an ice cream cone by bringing our feet close together and zipping our legs up really strong. We need to have a really strong waffle cone because we're gonna put 3 big scoops of ice cream on top of this cone. Are you ready? Are your legs feeling strong? Now we're gonna turn our hands into little scoopers at our sides like this. Think about your favorite flavor of ice cream. Got it? Next, breathe in and imagine you're scooping that ice cream up, 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 and then plop it right on your head. Plop. Ready for another scoop? It could be the same flavor or maybe different this time. Bend your knees so you can get a bigger scoop. Stretch it, scoop, 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 plop it. Last one. Ready? Bend your knees so you can stretch out and get the biggest scoop the world has ever seen. Scoop, 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 plop. Now rest your hands on your head. close your eyes if you want to. And imagine what your ice cream looks like. Imagine the shape and the size and the color. Imagine what it feels like. Is it cold? Is it drippy? Is it soft? Imagine what it smells like. Do you remember what flavors you chose? Let's take a taste. Imagine in your mind what it would taste like. Imagine what your ice cream would sound like. Now, imagine it's a really hot summer's day. Imagine the sun is starting to shine. You might use your fingers like sun rays. Now, what will happen to your ice cream when it gets hot in the sun? Is it going to start to melt? Bring your fingers to your face and let your ice cream melt all the way down, slowly, down your neck, onto your belly. Let your ice cream drip slowly down your legs. Let your entire body melt down to a forward fold. And let the rest of your body melt all the way down to the ground. You can stretch your arms out and rest your head down. You can even stretch your legs behind you too. Take a big breath in. Let it go. Let all your worries melt away like ice cream on a summer day. You can stay on your belly or however you've landed on the floor. If you'd like to, you can flip over onto your back. Now, I'm going to take you through a guided relaxation. This one's called Loving Kindness. Imagine that you are sending love to yourself. How would you do this? Would you mail yourself a Valentine? Would you use your voice? Would you give yourself a hug? Might you blow yourself a kiss? Now, tell each part of your body that you love it. Starting with your feet. I love you, feet. I love you, legs. I love you, belly. I love you, back. I love you, arms. I love you, face. Notice how your body feels when you tell it that you love it. Now think of someone you love very much. Maybe it's someone in your family or your best friend. Send them some love. Now, think of someone who is unkind or unfriendly. Send this person some love too. Sometimes people are unkind because they don't feel loved. So send that person some extra love. Now think of all the people all over the world and send them some love too. Now imagine all those people you sent love to and imagine them sending their love back to you. You might even be able to feel it. Take a deep breath in full of love for your body and let it go. Slowly start to wiggle your toes and fingers and open your eyes when you're ready.